Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. In today's video we're going to be doing a DIY Pulk Sled harness. Most of this stuff I bought at Lowe's, like some of the hardware that I'm going to show you. Save you a lot of money than buying the actual harness for it. It is quite expensive. It was about $170 US from I think it's pulksled.com. I'm in Canada, so then we got the exchange on that and the shipping, and it's too much money. So what you're going to need is a Pulk Sled. I bought this Pulk Sled. It's regular $45 at Sport Chek. I got it on clearance for $25, and that was shipping included for the sale that they had on. Some PCV pipe, 1/2 inch. This I bought at Lowe's. A lot of people buy a 10-foot length and cut it in half. So that way there you have two 5-foot lengths. But I find that's too short. I find it ends up riding up like you're lifting the front of the sled because of the angle up to your hips. And it's not long enough. So I bought two 10-foot lengths and cut them into 7-foot lengths. That way there they give you enough distance. That way it's not riding up like, you know, a shopping cart on the back of your ankles. So it gives you a little bit of room. So I actually bought the Pelican Pulk Sled harness. It was regular price $25. I bought it on sale for $9.99 or $10. And that was including shipping. That was from atmosphere.ca. And then some hardware here, which we'll go through. So here's some of the hardware laid out IKEA style. So we got 2 wheels. This is going to mount on top. I'm going to take these wheels out. So if you look here, some have rivets, some have bolts. Make sure you get the bolt. If not, then you have to drill out the rivets. And just basically some hardware. This is going to go into here. It'll all come together once I start working on it. This is going to go into there. These caps are for the end of the PCV pipe, which these eyelets are going to go through like this, and then they're going to attach in through here with these clips. And then just the hardware to put together, 1/4 inch by 3/4, and this is what's going to bolt these wheels down to the Pulk Sled. Yeah, so this is the hardware. So all in all, this hardware with the PCV pipes cost me $30. And then, like I said, this was on sale for $25. This was on sale for $10. So do the math. It's a lot cheaper than just buying the harness itself. So in total, I got $25 for the Pulk Sled, $30 for all the hardware, and then $10 for the actual harness. So 30, 25, $65 if my math is right. Canadian, which is probably $25 US. So it's pretty cheap. Some people I've noticed online, they'll buy a tool belt, which works great, but I couldn't find a tool belt cheaper than $10. Like a good one. So this is the Pelican Pulk Sled harness. So I bought that instead. So we're going to get some of this cleared up, and then I'll start showing you how to put it together. So I'm going to mark these. I'm just eyeballing everything, of course. I'm actually going to start off with a smaller pilot drill bit. So once that's drilled out, you can switch up your drill bits. Pilot hole I made makes it a lot easier to drill without it sliding everywhere. that's for those there. Later on, like I said, I'm going to be drilling holes down the sides for bungee cords. So now you would want to take these out. These are just normal caster wheels, pretty cheap, you know, 90 pounds each, I guess, they say on there. Oops. Now you can reuse these bolts in the center, but I want it toolless, so with these clips here, I'll be able to, you know, snap them on, snap them off. So with these, a normal washer is too big, too fat for that, so I'm just going to put a lock washer on. Normally the lock washer goes at the bottom, but I have a Teflon nut. Again, you know, this washer isn't going to fit on top of there, and I don't want, I mean, this would be fine, but I am just going to put lock washers. It'll help fill a gap a little bit as well. So I'll snug these up later. So that's it for that part. Now you're going to want to grab a block of wood just so that you can drill these caps. These caps here are going to go on the end of the PCV pipe. So they got lettering on here which could cause the drill bit to move. So I'm going to drill the opposite way. You'll somewhat find its center because it's concaved. So it's nice to drill through here, that way there it doesn't catch. If you don't use this, if you don't use the wood, there's a possibility that it might catch and then start to turn and you can hurt yourself. I mean, it could still happen now, but chances are slimmer when it's got something else to bite into. Again, just slide it around until it sort of somewhat finds the center. I mean, some are perfect, some aren't. And that's what these bolts are for. So how this is going to work is, before you put everything together, before you tighten up, I mean these you can tighten up regardless, but before you tighten up these and then seal them onto here, okay, see, so this one's a little crooked, and maybe I might swap this out and try to drill it a little bit straighter. These are really cheap, they're only a couple cents. But before you seal them all up with the sealant, you want to dry fit. So the way this is going to work is this is going to go in here, and you're going to have these pins just like that. You can put some tape in there to make them less noisy on the trail. And then you're going to do the same on this, on the opposite side. And then you would attach your carabiner on the other one to your hip belt. Just like that. So you have one on one side, one on the other side. When you do it, make sure that they're both lined up. You don't want to put one this way and then one, you know, this way. You want them both like that because this is going to go onto your hip. And even if you have one that's bent, you can see how I have it on this side because they cross. So this is going to be turned that way anyways. So they don't necessarily have to be perfect because there is room for error. And so before I seal everything up, I want to dry fit everything. So this is going to go there. I won't be able to get all this in frame. This is going to go on this side. And we'll put all this together, tighten everything up, and we'll be good to go. So once you dry fit everything, all you have left to do is seal it. Whenever you seal these, make sure at both ends, okay, these are opposite ends, make sure you're not sealing them like this. Make sure that they're both the exact same way at both ends. That's it, let that dry, and we're done. Snug everything up, and then that's it. Hey guys, thanks for watching. If you thought that was helpful, put a comment in the description below. And if you've done something similar, let me know how it turned out and how you did it. You know, we can compare notes.